Welcome to Paying Attention. This is DeLon, and today I'm going to be going over my weekly hair treatment protocol with the Terminator 2 microneedler and some of the processes I use to fight androgenic alopecia from exogenous muscle building hormones, or more commonly known as steroids. Special thanks to the More Plates, More Dates channel for putting me onto this beauty or hidden gem. I got some B-roll here I'm going to pull up, and then I'll walk you through what I am doing right here. Okay, so that is a 12 needle retractable pintle mechanism that goes in and out rapidly. If you look in my hand, I'm holding the white, I don't know what they call it, but you'll see in a second. It's what I use to actually puncture the skin. Right here, I got it turned on. You can hear it going. There's a couple different settings on here. I believe it goes from slow, medium to fast. I use fast, and you can see I'm going in a circle, which is one way to do it. A lot of the Chinese brands on Amazon will tell you to go in a straight line, and that's not actually what you want to do, especially when you're using hair or when you're using a derminator on your hair, because your hair is actually has a pretty good tensile strength to it, so it'll actually clog the machine. And you'll see here in a second, I actually have to reset it because it detected the magnet in it detected resistance, and so it figured out that I was using hair or using it to microderminate my hair. And I think it's coming up in a second here, but what you're actually supposed to do is you're supposed to go in a circle, and if you do feel resistance, you can briefly lift up on the device so it doesn't get that error message. And I do kind of do that, but I have it set to 2.5, I think, millimeters, if I'm not wrong, and that's the deepest it can go. There's a menu on it that asks you what needle you're using. There's one needle, there's 9 needles. The one I use is the 12 needle. The tricky part, or the disclaimer, is with the one needle is it can actually damage your nerves because the device punctures deeper than what it's supposed to do. So if you put the wrong setting on it, and say you're using a 9 and you say it's a 1, it'll actually go farther or deeper than 2.5 millimeters. And yeah, you just do this for about 5 minutes every week, and what it does is it fights your alopecia, especially. I mean, you don't have to be on exogenous substances for this to be worthwhile. Even if you suffer from male pattern baldness, like diffusion, or if your hairlines are receding, this would also be effective, because your scalp is very sensitive to DHT, which is what your testosterone 5-alpha reduces into. So I personally also take a 5-alpha reducer, finasteride. I have a ProScar tablet that I cut into half, and I take that about every other day. The harbor pressed ones you can get away with cutting them into quarters, but this one's a soft white one, so I only cut it in half and do it every other day. And you can see I just reset the machine there. And not gonna lie, it is kind of painful, but you get used to it, and it's a lot better than having to do like, I don't know, like a hair system or anything of that sort. So yeah, this takes about 5 minutes. I do it weekly, and then right here you can see I'm just washing it, and you're supposed to put, I don't have it in this video, but you're supposed to put detergent on it and then wash it with lukewarm water, and then slowly protrude it in and out to get all that blood out of the device. And you're not supposed to go all the way, because then it ruins the seal or something on it. And so you just do that for a couple minutes, and then after that you stick it in a little container of isopropyl alcohol, and then you let it sit for an hour, or if you forget about it, it'll just evaporate, and you'll see a little bit of white residue from the alcohol evaporating on it, but there's nothing to worry about there. I thought it was dry skin at first, but it's just like the ether of it. Okay, so other updates. Right now I am, real quick before I forget, the good thing about this Derminator is it's better than a derma roller, because it goes in and out, straight in and straight down, whereas if you use like a derma roller, apparently it like goes in an angle and rips your hair apart. And then it's a little bit cost effective, but it's a lot better than using a single needle, because it cuts down the time. I've heard like some people use the single needle, but it takes them like an hour. This one is like 5 minutes and you're done. It is a little expensive. It's $300, so it is going to hurt your pocketbook a little bit. And I recommend buying the needles when you buy the unit, just because the shipping would be kind of make more sense to buy it all at once. And the needles do, I've been using it for about a month now, and I haven't seen any deterioration in the needles or how like efficient they are, pretty much. But yeah, it's great. You know, I'm 32. I'm starting to see a little bit of diffusion from I've been on hormone therapy now for in a couple cycles, starting at like 31 or 30 and a half, so about a year and a half now, and starting to see a little bit of diffusion. So yeah, like hopefully this and RU58841, which is like a experimental ester or something that you put on your, it works. There's videos of people that have used it for like 90 days and their hair comes back, and they use that only on their own. But yeah, I used that at one point. This hair treatment with the Derminator is just I think more effective, because it fights the DHT that's 5-alpha produced more. And I mean, I just started a trend blown cycle, which I'm going to post in my blog, along with the history of all my other injections. So if you want to follow my progress, or you know, use it for your own purposes, then you can do that as well. But the great thing is with Trenbolone is it doesn't 5-alpha reduce like testosterone does, or doesn't convert into estradiol or E2 either, so you don't have to worry about having to use Clomid or something for gynecomastia, which is like when your nipples start getting their glands enlarged and everything like that. So yeah, so also before I forget to mention, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll put like a note or whatever to some of the other videos, card I mean, up there. And yeah, if you enjoy my content, don't forget to show some love in the comments down below, and then ring the bell for more updates. Yeah, so the blog is currently a work in progress. I'm also going to put my, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'm going to put my hair treatment regimen on there as well. So you can, for your own purposes, if you find it purposeful. Thank you for tuning in to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.